Radhe Radhe, Dandavat Pranam. We thought we would start with a quick, beautiful darshan of Thakurji today.
Because they're so amazing.
Because they're so amazing. Not that they're not usually amazing.
They're more amazing every day.
Yeah, well, every moment. They become more and more amazing to us. So we thought we'd give everybody a beginning darshan of Shri Radha Vinod Bihariji and Sri Gauranga. And if anybody is wondering, because we all said so many prayers and did so nice Harinam and heard very nice Harikatha yesterday, Madhusudan Prabhu came through his surgery very, very well. As a matter of fact, just after our program, about 15 minutes after it was over, Achutapriya Didi let us know that he came out of surgery. They actually found 2 problems with his heart that they didn't know about. And so he's going to be much, much better than he has been in years. So I just wanted to let all of you know that. And now, here we go.
Radhe Radhe, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
So you've already seen the most beautiful Thakurji, Radha Vinod Bihariji.
Okay, I just plugged it in.
Welcome to Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Mandir, Gopinath Bhavan,
Jai Ho.
Vrindavan Dham.
Jai.
Srila Gurudev ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Rupanand Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai, Patit Pavan Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai, Prem Purushottam Shachinandana Gaur Hari ki Jai, Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki Jai, Radha Ramana Ju ki Jai, Giriraj Maharaja ki Jai, Harinam Sankirtana ki Jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki Jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai, Shri Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
And remember, today is the Ekvara Purnima.
Right. So we will begin with Mangalacharan, page 1 of this book, Sri Gauriya Giti Guccha, Vandeham, Shri Guru, Shri Yuttapada Kamalam.
Dandavat Pranam, all Vaisnavas.
Can you slow that bottle of water for me? I've got this one from. Narayanam Tvam Shirasannamami Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromaninja Shri Krishna Pada Jitataika Hriddi Chaitanya Leela Amrita Sara Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashtadya Deshakarine Namahum Vishnupadaya Gaurapresthaya Bhutale Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyana Keshavariti Namine Adhimartya Charitraya Svashritanam Chapanine Jiva Dukhe Sadartayo Shri Nama Premanamine Namaho Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhaya Videvi Daitaya Kripabhaye Krishna Sambandha Vigyana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhurya Jvala Premadhya Shri Rupananda Bhaktidan Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtale Dinakarine Rupanudam Virudhapo Siddhanta Dvaitaharine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambhara Sambodhe Padam Gujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupanu Rupanuga Parayate Gaura Virbhava Bhume Svam Nirjeshta Sajana Priya Vaishnava Sarva Bhoma Shri Jaganathaya Te Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyashcha Kripa Sindhubhyameva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahamananyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jayatam Surato Panko Mama Mandam Atirgati Matsarvasva Padam Bojo Radha Madhanohanam Divya Vrindavanya Kalpadmadam Srimad Ratnagara Singhasarastho Shri Shri Radha Shri Govinda Presthani Bhisevyamara Smarani Shri Mandra Sarasaramhi Vanshivata Tatasvitaha Karshande Smare Goti Gopinath Shri Sunaha Vrindaye Satyavantay Namo Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Sarvakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktamyam Namami Bhakta Shabdikam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Cheto Dharmanamanjanam Bhavamahānavagni Nirvapanam Shreyatrairvachandrikānikarnam Nityanubhum Jivanam Anandam Gurivardhanam Pratibhadam Purnamritaswadanam Sarvatma Samanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Rameva Kevalam Haro Naste Vanaste Vanaste Gatiranyata Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Gurudev Baro Kripa Kori Gauravana Majhe, page 33 in the songbook.
Starts with Gurudev, B-A-D-O, Kripa Kori.
If you don't have the book, we have Jiva Pavana Prabhu. Jiva Pavana Prabhu very kindly, mercifully posts the bhajans in the comment section of the thread. So if you want to follow along with us, just scroll to his most recent post, and there you will find the bhajan along with translation and also many relevant commentaries from our acharyas to prove all their points. So thank you, Prabhu, for that beautiful seva. Dandavat pranam. এবারও করুণা করো বৈষ্ণব গোসাই।
Page 44 in the small songbook. And again, if you don't have a book, just scroll to the latest post and you'll find Srila Prabhu has mercifully added it there.
Page 51. Shuniyachi sadhu muke bole sarvajan.
Starts S-U-N-I-Y-A-C-H-I. Shuniyachi. Shuniyachi.
Sanatan Goswamipada ki jai. Nitaya Pada Kamala, Koti Chandra Shishitala.
You sang that yesterday, didn't you? Yeah.
I sang it yesterday? I don't remember.
I mean, you can sing it every day.
I know.
Many
I like
times a day.
Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumar.
Page number.
Remembering Srila Govinda Maharaj and his enthusiasm for Sri Nityananda Prabhu on Nityananda Trayodashi.
Wow.
How he would bounce off of his asan like dance while sitting. He would practically float in the air with so much excitement.
And in the middle of singing, he would just scream, Haribol!
Like that. So, we're going to sing in the tune which we have learned from him. Jai Jai Nityananda Rohini Kumar. First of all, sing.
64.
That's a special number. 64. The minimum amount of rounds we should be chanting every day. 1 lakh of Harinam. So, Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumar. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Krishna Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasani Gaur Bhakta Jayo Nityananda Ram, Jayo Nityananda Ram, Jayo Nityananda Ram, Jayo Nityananda Ram. So many of you may have seen that message. Thank you, Narasimha Sylvester. The Acharya of Sri Devananda Gaudiya Math, the disciple of Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj, who was acting in the role of initiating Guru after Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj. Bhaktivedanta Parjatak Maharaj passed away, left this world either last night or today from what they say was the symptoms of COVID. So, and not only that, but about 20 other devotees who are in Devananda Gaudiya Math, we received this message from different reliable sources. It was confirmed by Vrindavan Balasini, by Jantimala, Didi, Amal Krishna Prabhu and others, that many of the devotees in Devananda Gaudiya Math, the senior devotees, disciples also, Srila Param Gurudev Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, including Madhusudan Maharaj, that's the uncle of Pujapadma Maharaj, Brakeshwar Prabhu, who is an expert Kirtaniya. Many of our bhajans we've received from him, and so many others, about 20 or so, have had a serious case of this sickness, this flu, or are having it now. So, just our prayers for them and their rapid movement toward perfection in whatever situation they're in, whether one is remaining in this world or whether one is departing from this world. We can always pray for everyone's spiritual benefit. So it's quite an intense, heavy day. This is also someone whom we have met, who we personally knew. We saw them many times on parikrama over the years, sitting with Srila Gurudev, and we've seen them so it's not just somebody that we've heard about third, fourth hand. This is another. Vakeshwar Prabhu was very close to us. He is here, but I'm saying he was very close with us. We sat next to him for year after year after year, doing bhajans and recording and even just laughing and joking together. So it's a very sobering time right now. And so it's appropriate that for all of these jivas, that we also just chant and we say prayers on their behalf for their health, to maintain their body so that they can continue doing bhajan, or if they leave, that they can rapidly progress toward their perfection, toward their ultimate goal. Thank you, Narasimha, for sharing that with us.
I just want to say that I know that so many are saying, oh, it's not a pandemic, it's not this and that. But in my entire life, I have never had so many persons that I know personally who have left their bodies within the span of 2 weeks. I'm putting that out there, that this is never in my life, I've never seen something like this. Maybe if there was a war or something, but this is the first time. And especially the devotee community isn't so very large in the world. And we have seen so many, even in other Vaishnava Sanghas, that are leaving very, very quickly and severely from this disease. So just honor it. It's a serious
I would say,
thing.
In my whole life combined, there has been no 6-month period where so many people have, in my entire life combined, versus this 6-month period, there are not that many people that I have known who have left. Does that make sense?
In your whole life?
In my whole life, 46 years. 46 years. In that 46 years, I would say more people left in 6 months that I know than in 46 years combined. So it is not, we don't know, maybe different people are leaving from different reasons, but this is a very special time. Maybe it's astrological, maybe it's karmic, maybe it's whatever. Maybe it is this disease. And many people, they have this, what did they have? Sniffles, some lung infection, the tears, they start feeling worse, and then their lungs and other problems start taking place, and then they leave. And then they call it whatever they call it. So, whatever it is, we should take shelter of Krishna's names, forms, qualities, pastimes, and take this time seriously. Because if it's the guy next to me, and the one next to him, and that one over there, and them over there, who's next? We should always understand, all of our Guru Varga, all of our Shastras have told us that we should contemplate this fact. That very soon, it can be us, or it will be us. And what have I done with my life? I was just reading this in the bhajan we sang about, Gurudev, Boro Kripa Kori, Gauravano Majhe, Godrume Diachos Than. Bhaktivedanta Thakur is speaking about all of the things that he has done in the material world and what he has not done for Krishna. He's saying, because I indulged in mundane pleasures during my childhood and youth, my habits have become unfavorable for bhakti. Due to the reactions of my own misdeeds, this body has become an impediment to performing bhajan. Now, in old age, I have become afflicted with the diseases of the 5 senses. Please tell me how I can do bhajan in this condition. Weeping and weeping, I have fallen at your feet, greatly overwhelmed. So really we're all in this situation. We can all look at our own hearts. We can all feel our own pulses and see, really, what have I truly given in terms of surrender to the lotus feet of Sri Guru? What have I really given for Krishna Bhakti? And how much have I given toward the pursuits of my own selfish, the fulfillment of my own selfish desires? And then we can look and see. We don't know when it's coming, but it's coming for everyone. No matter how many green smoothies we drink, no matter how much makeup we put on, no matter how much face cream we wear, no matter what kind of shampoo or conditioner we use, no matter what kind of organic vegetables we use, no matter how much vitamin D and vitamin C and zinc and whatever else we pop in our mouths, no matter how much we breathe our, what do you call it? Essential oils, diffusers, and all of this kind of thing, we cannot escape what is coming. The separation of the body from the soul is guaranteed for every embodied soul. So this is something that is guaranteed. What else is guaranteed? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yam yam vapi smaram bhavam. Whatever one is contemplating, that state they will attain. So we have the opportunity now to endeavor for that thing which we have not really endeavored for before. That is perfection, that is prem, that is Krishna, that is really holding on tightly to the lotus feet of Sri Guru, taking shelter of Sri Harinam Prabhu, and also the opportunity to develop the qualities of a Vaishnava which will allow us to chant the holy names of the Lord constantly. If our mood is such that, hey, guess how many rounds I'm chanting, Prabhu? You're not chanting anything. Well, that's no qualification for chanting the holy name. If one is ready to be kicked, but they will not give up the path of truth under any circumstance, then they're qualified to be chanters of the name of Hari. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada says. So we have so much opportunity for remembering Krishna, for remembering the words of our Gurudev, for remembering the words of Shastra. We can pretend that we are pure and transcendental and that it won't touch us. But I guarantee that most of us, maybe if it wasn't this thing that you can't really see, but if there was a war, or there was a bunch of crazy people running around like they used to back in the day, exterminating certain sectors of religious population, most people who now would be laughing in the face of whatever this is now would be hiding in their rooms and crying. So we should be careful about spiritual bypassing, pretending that, oh, I'm a devotee, so this won't touch me. We're seeing that it is touching so many devotees. That's why Maharaja Yudhisthira, when asked this question by Yaksha, what is the greatest mystery? What did he reply? We see that everyone around us is dying, but it's not going to happen to me. We make so many plans for the future. But really, in the end, what can we take with us? We can't even take one hair, not one thread. We can only take the bhav of bhakti that we have developed, the mood of love and affection. We can take our desires, and we will also have to reciprocate with our desires. And what will that reciprocation be? According to my desires, according to my absorption, I will have to take a suitable body to taste. According to my karma, I will have to take a body to receive the reactions of my desires. So our Gurudev would always warn us. He would warn us, don't desire anything else. Don't pray for anything else. And then he would use this term, pure bhakti. Only ask for bhakti. Only desire bhakti. Why? Giriraj Maharaj, he will fulfill any desire of yours. He is listening carefully. He will follow behind and listen. Oh, outside you're saying you want Krishna bhakti, but what is inside? He will listen. And very easily he will fulfill those things that we are really desiring. So how do we become free from these desires which are trapping us in this material world? Gramya kathana shunibe. Avoid what is unfavorable for bhakti. Hold tightly to the lotus feet of Sri Guru. Yes, death is a frightening thing. Only for those persons who are free, who are actually bound to Krishna, then they have no distraction in this world. But for most people who are still bound in this material world, yes, it is a frightening thing. And those who are in denial of that fact, but are still fully absorbed in material activities, then it's simply denial, it's pretense. So we have this opportunity now. We've received the opportunity, the greatest golden opportunity from all of our gurus, all of our sadhus, all of our shastra. Sri Harinam Prabhu has manifested in our lives this very rare and valuable opportunity. Sadhu Sangha, Nam Kirtan, Srimad Bhagavatam, all of our transcendental literatures. Sri Vrindavan Dham, Navadvip Dham, Puri Dham. And Thakurji, Sri Murti Shraddhaya Sevam. We have the opportunity to be able to embark on the path of devotion. What we might not have done for trillions and trillions of lives in the past, this time we have. our Gurudev would always say, just give me this one life. One life. Just give me this one. Any other life you can do whatever you want. Just give me one. Because he knew he could do so much with it. So if we can somehow or other muster up the courage to endeavor to offer this one life at the lotus feet of Sri Guru, O Gurudev, I will try my best to offer this life at your feet. Gurudev said to try is bhakti. Then we may be able to actually move out of this mundane samsara, this material revolution of birth, disease, old age, death, adhyatmic, adhibautic, adhidaivic miseries and suffering. And we may be able to actually enter into Krishna samsara. The samsara means the constant absorption, the constant remembrance, and the activities all related to loving and serving Krishna in relationship with his devotees. So Srimad Bhagavatam tells us that until this mortal form is no longer suitable and falls off, until it fails, one should endeavor at every moment to reach for that perfection, because that is the greatest gift which this human form provides for us, the opportunity to endeavor for perfection. It's essential to speak on these subjects, especially when it is in our face. I know we've spoken on it so many times, but it's just another stark, in our face, opportunity to remember this essential fact. If we read those bhajans, so many of our kirtans, our bhajans, and so much of our scripture is, in the words of our Guru Varga, is just to remind us of this point so that we can choose to concentrate our energy on remembering the sweet pastimes of Krishna instead of remembering the sweet pastimes of all the nonsense persons of this material world. Kapila Dev says, Satam prasangam mama virya samvido bhavanti hritkarna rasayana katha. That we should absorb our minds in hearing and our ears in hearing the sweet Harikatha of Krishna as it is manifesting from the lips of the pure devotees. By that, we will be situated in devotional service, and a spontaneous attraction to serve Krishna will manifest, by which all other attractions, mundane attractions, will be eliminated from our hearts. So on that point, just praying for the benefit of all of these persons, those who are ill, those who are very ill, and those who have departed, and those who will become ill, and those who are apparently thinking that everything is fine, but will also leave one day. Hare Krishna.
Yes, David Didi said here how Srila Prabhupada said the death rate is 100% everywhere.
Yes, thank you for that. Right. Someone said something to Prabhupada about, well, in India, isn't the mortality rate really high? They were kind of trying to complain about India and Indian culture. And Prabhupada just started laughing. And he said the death rate, the mortality rate, is 100% everywhere. So this is the reality of this material world. It is known as Martyalok, or the place of death. And the transcendental realm is the place of eternal nectar. Amrit, the place of no death, eternal, transcendental, loving pastimes. So on that very heavy note, we will call out to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the bhajan, Gorangira Dutipada, Jaradhana Sampada, page 74.
Sripad Bhagavat Maharaj is with us, and he said thank you for that.
Dandavat Pranam
Dandavat
Maharaj.
Pranam Maharaj ji.
Go So some reason I'm thinking Bandhu Sangye Jarita Varanga Parihas. Our time is short, sorry. We're going to do Krishna Deva, Bhavantam Bande, and Radhe Jai Jai Madhava Daite, back to back. If you could please, Jiva Pavan Prabhu, post both of the bhajans back to back, then it would be easier to follow. In case you don't have a songbook, Jiva Pavan Prabhu posts the bhajans in the comment section of the thread. Otherwise, it's on page 343, Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande, and 341, Radhe Jai Jai Madhava Daite. Bhaktivedanta Excuse me. Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Kishori Mohan Prabhu gives class, in case you weren't here at the very beginning, I just wanted to let everyone know who was here yesterday that Madhu Sudan Prabhu, he came out of his surgery okay. They actually found another complication in his heart that they didn't know about and took care of it. So he's going to be better than he was before.
Very good.
So his wife was very, very grateful and thankful that she was able to spend those couple of hours during surgery with all of you doing kirtan and hearing together. And so thank you so much, all devotees, and wanted to let you know that he's doing very well.
This reminds me of Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta, Narayan Goswami Maharaja. When he had his heart operation, at that time, Vishaka and Sudevi decided, we will cry to Gurudev and tell him that he doesn't need to leave India anymore, he doesn't need to travel anymore, he's well known enough. Everyone can come to him, like they did with Srila Bhakti Rakshak Srila Maharaj. He didn't even leave India, and so many came to see him. So Gurudev doesn't need to travel anymore, and they were going to cry to him and beg him just to be in one place. So we went to see him, we went to give him a donation, and of course at that time, because Srila Gurudev's heart operation had just been done, they asked all of us to keep a distance from him. He actually arrived in Govardhan 2 weeks late in the middle of Kartik, and the devotees were supposed to keep a respectful distance. And it was a minimum of 6 feet. They even had a piece of masking tape across the floor, because, you know, during Kartik so many people get that lung infection thing. You hear it in the morning. So we were supposed to keep a distance from him for his benefit, for his health and for his welfare. And he had to wear a mask as long as he was within a certain distance from anyone. So as we were searching for where he was staying in his place to give him a donation, we were looking, which door is his, which door is his? And then there was one door that started shaking from the inside, but it was latched from the outside. No lock was there, but it was latched. And it was shaking. And we look to the left, and there we see the door shaking. And then you see Gurudev looking out the window, and he's pointing, open the door, open the door. And so immediately they went to open the door. And at that time, Dvija Krishna Prabhu was all the way down the hallway, really far away. In Govardhan, Gurudev, before he had his room there, he used to stay behind, you know, around the corner behind. There was one Brajbasi's house there, and he would stay there. And so Dvija Krishna Prabhu was all the way down at the end, and he saw them opening the door, and just at that moment, Gurudev was like, open the door, and he's like, no, Sudevi, no. Like, he was saying no, but they had already opened the door, and Gurudev burst the doors open, and he ran to the other side of the room, jumped on his bed, and he said, don't cross that line. He was pointing to the line, don't cross the line. And then Sudevi and Vishaka, we kind of handed him this, he had his mask on, because he was being good. They handed him the donation, he put it to the side, and then they decided, they were sitting on the other side of this line, and they said to him, they began the sob story, Gurudev, you're so well known now, you don't need to travel around the world, just please stay in India and let everyone come to see you, it's not worth compromising your health. And they started the whole sob story as they had planned. And Gurudev stopped them mid-sentence, and he said, this was after his heart operation, I think they put a couple stents in his heart, so now there's flow and energy and everything. Gurudev said, he ripped his mask off like this, and he said, I feel that Mahaprabhu has given me a new life. I feel better than I have felt in years. Now I will travel and preach more and more. And there was nothing we could say. It was like, Gurudev's mood. He was like, I have energy. Why should I waste my energy doing nothing? If I have energy, then I should use it for seva. And the conviction with which he said it completely silenced us. His mood, his energy was so vibrant and great. There was nothing we could say in response. We saw every moment was meant for service. Every moment was meant for preaching, for sharing the message of Mahaprabhu, for speaking about Krishna. And even at the end of his presence, physical presence in this world, his main question when they were giving him options about what they could do to help him, his only question was, will I be able to continue to serve? Will I be able to continue to write? And they said, we're not sure. There's no guarantee. He said, then, like this, then, I've done everything I came to do. If they could not guarantee that he would be able to write or serve, then he didn't want to continue physically being in a situation where he couldn't serve. He had that kind of energy, that kind of conviction, that kind of enthusiasm. So when I heard that Madhusudan Prabhu had basically, they had found both of the difficulties and the blockages. He's been having some difficulty for some years now.
He couldn't even walk.
Huh?
He couldn't even walk.
Madhusudan Prabhu.
Yeah, he would run out of breath.
Yeah, he would run out of breath very quickly. He had no energy. He was very weak. And he had this surgery lined up for quite some time. But now they found both of the problems. Even they didn't know about the other one until they did the surgery. So they found both of the problems and fixed it. So now I'm thinking, now he's going to have more energy than he's had in years. And so he's going to be able to utilize that energy in seva. So I'm very, very happy for him that he's been given this, how do you say, refreshed opportunity. And just something like that, his surgery and them helping him has helped me to remember all of these beautiful experiences with our Gurudev and his kind of strong mood and conviction. That's how I knew when Gurudev was doing this, you know, sometimes a little energy and then low like this. I thought Gurudev won't want to be in this kind of situation. His nature was like a lion. He was always pushing forth strongly, fighting all kinds of asat sangha, apasampradaya, sahajya, mayavad, and all of these things, and establishing the truth. Even all slight misconceptions, even like the simple misconception that Krishna was born in the jail cell in Mathura, which he was not. He manifested there, he appeared there. So Gurudev would sit down all of the pundits in Gokul, Nandagaon, in Gokul, in Nandagaon, and other places. Even in Mathura, there was a big assembly, and Gurudev would establish these truths fearlessly and boldly. And when people would become upset and start getting up in arms, Gurudev would get up and say, I'm leaving this place. And then they would all become like this, and then they would apologize, and then Gurudev would establish the truth with Shastra. How much energy he had, how much conviction he had, and how much enthusiasm he had to present the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without compromise. So when, even in such a situation, after having had surgery, Gurudev was feeling so much more strength that he said, I will travel the world and preach more and more. Mahaprabhu has given me new life. So for those of us who are aspiring to actually become his real disciples, many of us have received initiation and even Diksha, Harinam and Diksha. But disciple means to accept the discipline of Guru, to voluntarily place oneself in the position where the severe discipline of Guru can be inflicted upon us. The Gurutva means heavy, that I will accept that willingly for my own benefit. For those of us who are aspiring to become true disciples of such a Gurudev, we can remember these kind of pastimes of Gurudev. How, if any energy is there, we should utilize that energy for Krishna's service, for remembering his names, forms, qualities, and pastimes, and sharing that with others. What we have received from our Gurudev, to share that with others, with enthusiasm, with conviction, with excitement, with inspiration, in a way that maybe our Gurudev will look upon us with his beautiful sidelong glance, with pride. Oh, my baby lions are coming up. That he will look at us with pride. That yes, and blessings will come to us. We should be aspiring for that. I know it is sometimes said that we should not aspire for anything, but still, this kind of mood, oh, may my Gurudev be pleased with my endeavor. This is not outside of the scope of bhakti. The devotee always wants their Guru, always wants Mahaprabhu, Radha and Krishna to be more and more pleased by their endeavor. Therefore we say, Kada karishyasi hamam kripa kataksha bhajanam. That first kripa kataksha bhajanam, that beautiful, merciful, sidelong glance that we are praying for, this first comes to us in the form of the beautiful sidelong glance of Sri Gurudev. Srila Gurudev explained, I haven't even said my opening Mangala Charm prayers yet, I just realized. Srila Gurudev explained that we don't even realize how much comes from the glance of Guru. So many times we feel some inspiration in our life. Oh, I'm going to pick up this book and read it. I'm going to memorize and learn this shlok. Oh, I'm going to chant this much Harinam. I want to get up early. I'm going to do parikrama. And we think that this is by our own inspiration. He said you should know that this enthusiasm which has manifested in your heart comes from the glance of Gurudev. Even what he cannot tell with words, so much comes through that glance. And we've seen, being in his presence, or any of us who have taken shelter of any pure Vaishnava, being in their presence, as their eyes are darting around the room and they fall on you, you feel something at that moment. What happened? Something hit me. What is that? That is the blessings, the mercy of Gurudev. Millions of anarthas being removed, and the auspiciousness, the inspiration to move forward on the path of loving devotion to Krishna. Gurudev said so much comes through this glance, the glance of Gurudev. Srila Gaura Govinda Maharaj also said the same thing. So much through that glance. So we're very, very fortunate to have received that glance. And many of us have received the laser-like glance of our Gurudev, those blue eyes piercing right inside, opening our heart and reading it like a book, seeing all of everything, and still seeing the potential within us, and giving us all opportunity, all positive things in bhakti, so that somehow or other, the desire to serve Krishna will awaken in our hearts. It's Krishna Seva Vasanam. This is the mercy and blessings of Sri Guru, the pure Sadhu Guru, the Vaishnavas. If we are fortunate, then we can take advantage of that, of their merciful sidelong glance, of their teachings, of their instructions, of their moods, of their enthusiasm and inspiration, and jump on that boat, their boat. Guru is the captain of that boat, and I will enter onto that boat, and Guru will carry us across this ocean of material existence. So from here, now I will begin my Mangalacharan. Gurave Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Namine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girin Yakrapatamaham Vande Shri Gurung Dinatarinam. First of all, I offer my Dandava Pranam thousands of times with the dust of the lotus feet of our beloved Srila Gurudev, Nitya Lila Prabhishna Om Vishnupara Astottara Shri Srimad Shri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaja. And the same thousands of Dandava Pranam with the dust of the lotus feet of Nitya Lila Prabhishna Om Vishnupara Astottara Shri Srimad Shri Bhaktivedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada. And to all of our Guru Varga, Rupanuga Guru Varga, and also to all Vaishnavas, past, present, and future, including all of you who are present with us today, I offer my Dandava Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, dear Vaishnavas, Radhe Radhe, and Sripad Bhagavat Maharaj, if you're still there, Dhanavad pranam.
Dhanyavad pranam. Sudevi?
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
No. What?
No. The coloration is oversaturated. Maybe you can tap the phone once.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Is that better?
It looks better. It's okay. It just focuses better.
Okay.
Oh. So I got so excited remembering Srila Gurudev and these pastimes that my flow, how do you say, got derailed a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to continue going beyond Vaikuntha together. This is the beautiful treasure of our Srila Gurudev's commentaries, full of ras and bhav on the transcendental revelation of Sri Sanatan Goswami's Brihad Bhagavatamrita, the section about Gopakumar's journey from this world to perfection in Sakya Bhav, in friendship relationship with Krishna in Vrindavan as a cowherd boy. So, before entering into this transcendental treasure, we will pray in the words of Sri Raghunath Das Goswami to the lotus feet of our Srila Gurudev and to Sri Sanatan Goswamipada. Vairaga Juga Bhakti Rasam Prayatner Apayana Mam Anubhikshamandam Kripam Vidirya Paratu Kuduki Sanatana Swam Prabhum Ashrayami. Begging in the dust of their lotus feet that may even a particle of their moods, or many particles of their moods, which are present within these pages, manifest within our hearts. So here, present today, we have one very senior Vaisnava, Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Maharaj. And let's just say he's very, very, very senior to us. As he's a disciple of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He is associated with so many wonderful Vaishnavas. He stayed personally with Srila Govinda Maharaj for so long. He came to Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, and so many others he's had association with. And he's been practicing bhakti since he was very, very young. So, I'm going to be speaking because this is my seva, but I see that he's there as an affectionate blesser. I need the blessings of the Vaishnavas to be able to serve my Gurudev, my Guru Varga, and to be able to somehow represent them. And by the blessings of the Vaishnavas, maybe my heart will become a little bit more purified bit by bit. So I see that okay, I have to tell something. Is it just a coincidence that there was a bunch of 18-year-olds all ready and waiting in preparation for Srila Prabhupada to snap his fingers and say, okay, spread this mission? It wasn't a coincidence. There were thousands of young persons just ready to completely surrender their hearts, their souls, their inheritance, their children, their everything, for the sake of serving their Gurudev and the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's not an ordinary thing. Somehow, maybe from the beginning of their lives, they didn't have that opportunity, but they were still in waiting. Srila Prabhupada said, my Guru Maharaj has sent you to help me. So many were living in the park, even naked, in the trees. And they were already chanting mantras, and even Maha Mantra. They had mridangas, they had a deity of Jagannath. Some were like already aware of so many things. And they were searching for truth. It was a special time. And at that time, it was like Krishna prepared that ground. That Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada had given that order to Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, that you should preach in English in the Western countries. And so he maintained that desire to serve and please his Gurudev throughout his life, always begging for that opportunity. And when the opportunity finally arose, at such an elderly age, with the risk of imminent departure from this world, in order to fulfill and follow the order of his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he embarked on that journey. And it was like Krishna set everything up in advance. Why? Because Krishna is desperate to serve his pure devotees, especially those ones who are the dasis of Srimati Radhika. Radhara dasira Krishna, sarva vede bole. All the Vedas are saying that Krishna becomes the property of the maidservants of Srimati Radhika. In fact, the bhajan which Prabhupada wrote on the way over, Krishna tava punya have bai, e punya kuribe jave radharani kushi have, dhruva ati boli tomatai. Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj gave the commentary. He translated it and gave his elaboration on what the meaning was of this. That our Srila Prabhupada was writing to Krishna. If you want to attain the mercy of Srimati Radharani, Radharani Kushi Habe, Kushi means happy. If you want her to be pleased with you, then you will help me in this endeavor. So Krishna is desperate to gain her favor. This is the speciality of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas coming under the umbrella of Srila Rupa Goswami, those who are Rupanuga. They understand and want to see that Krishna is desperately seeking after the mercy of Radharani. He's also seeking for her Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam. So he prepared that platform. And you see, Srila Prabhupada arrived, and within a very short time, he couldn't use babies at that time. How can you use babies? They can't even eat properly. They don't have teeth. They can't speak. There was a bunch of 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 19, 20-year-olds waiting. And it was almost like, Hare Krishna. He snapped his fingers. Srila Prabhupada told our Srila Gurudev, I was chanting Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the park with my eyes closed. And when I opened my eyes, I saw the most amazing thing. Normally you see worms going toward the stool, but I saw the worms leaving the stool, and they were becoming devotees, putting their arms in the air and chanting Jai Sachinandana Hare Krishna. This is what Prabhupada saw. So those personalities who were just there, it was like sleeper cells. You know a sleeper cell? Somebody who's already prepared, but they just don't realize it yet, and they just require the code. What was the code? Hare Krishna. It was like an explosion of Hare Krishna which took place. It was not ordinary. That kind of surrender that one gives, our Gurudev said, it is unprecedented. We have not seen this even since the time of Shankaracharya. The kind of surrender that our Srila Prabhupada extracted from his disciples. That kind of conviction. He said it is unprecedented. It's not an ordinary thing. Prabhupada said you should understand that you have all been doing this for quite a long time, many lifetimes. That you have this kind of inspiration, this kind of enthusiasm to give up everything, all attachments, family, friends, everything that we've known, and to just completely surrender to the lotus feet and serving the mission of one's Guru Maharaj. This is symptomatic of amazing samskars and sukritis from thousands of previous lifetimes. Aho batasvapachatto gariyan, Srimad Bhagavatam says, by the time one comes to having faith in the name of Krishna and Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you should understand that they have already done all Vedic sacrifices. They have already studied all scriptures. They have already bathed in all of the holy rivers and holy lakes and gone to all holy places of pilgrimage. They have done every kind of austerity and tapasya, followed all other paths, and finally come to this point of accepting Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Personality in all of Godhead. This is the meaning of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is Krishna. So it is not an ordinary thing. So sometimes from the position of those disciples, out of the humility, they will see it that I was so fallen, I was so lowly, I was born in a family of meat eaters, I performed so many sinful activities, I've done this and I've done that, and out of causeless mercy, he pulled me out of hell by my hair, and then left me only with a shika. Right? This is that humility. So there's the one aspect, and there's the other aspect as well. There's the rasa side, seeing that this is my situation, and then there's the tattvik side, that we can understand that so many were sent to help him. Krishna prepared that platform to help him serve his Gurudev, and all of you, dear disciples of Srila Prabhupada, were those personalities who were placed there to be able to help Prabhupada fulfill this amazing, almost impossible task of bringing the name of Krishna to the entire world. I mean, Bhagavatamrita was in Africa, going from village to village to village. They had to be careful about saying the name Chaitanya because it sounded like something else, so they had to start saying Gauranga. Different things like that. Who was it? Avadut Maharaj. You know, going to places where no one had heard about Krishna before and introducing Krishna to the world. This is special empowerment from above. So it's not an ordinary thing. It's not an ordinary thing. Just because someone is born in a family of meat eaters, this is not a disqualification, as we have seen in the pastime of Haridas Thakur. From that position, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is embracing him, is holding him, is weeping and calling him Nama Acharya Haridas Thakur. Advaita Acharya is putting him on the highest seat of honor above all Brahmins as the greatest devotee of the Lord. And this same Haridas Thakur received the opportunity to hold the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu on his heart and look into the eyes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as he's leaving this world, calling Jai Sachinandan, Jai Gaurahari, Jai Sachinandan. What an amazing opportunity. So, to judge anyone according to their previous activities before they have come into Vaishnavism, before they have accepted the process of bhakti, before they have accepted Diksha. To judge them by that, according to Hari Bhakti Vilas, this is a sure path to hell. It is aparad. Oh, they come from a Western background. Oh, they come from this family, this body, that thing. All of that body consciousness, idea or ideal, to judge any Vaishnava according to those activities that they've done before coming and accepting Krishna in their lives, this is thoroughly improper, according to Shastra. So these devotees have received so much mercy, and they have been given such an amazing, valuable opportunity. And I'm going to repeat what Gurudev said this one time. When I was giving massage along with Lalit Mohan, we were both giving Gurudev massage in Singapore, and Ashram Maharaj came in at that moment. Ashram Maharaj was, that time, Govinda Bhakata Brahmachari, and he wanted to massage Gurudev. We were just about finished, but we told him, okay, you can massage his feet, just make your hands warm first, because he always had cold hands, and Gurudev was sensitive to it. So finally, after 5 minutes of rubbing his hands together, we told him you can massage Gurudev's feet. He touched Gurudev's ankles, and Gurudev opened his eyes. He was lying on his back, and he said to him, "What are you doing here?" He said, "I came to give you a massage." And Gurudev said, "There are so many more, much more important services you can be doing." He said, "You can preach." He said, they need this. And I was so proud before that moment, and then I became very small. Oh, Gurudev is giving me at this moment some sukriti, so that one day I might be able to do manobhishta seva. I might be able to serve his heart by also preaching his mission. This is the realization I had, the epiphany I had at that moment. These devotees have been engaged right from the beginning by Srila Prabhupada. Within 1 week they were all sitting there giving Bhagavatam class, because they were all, you can say, equal in terms of like who's senior. They were all there immediately giving Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam class right from the beginning, traveling around the world and preaching. And each acharya they came under the guidance of, that acharya also engaged them in preaching the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the message of bhakti, the message of Krishna. So they'd received such a great, amazing, important opportunity. That seva that was given to them by their Guru Maharaj, and their Guru, all of their Gurus empowered them to do such an amazing thing. This world is full of so much information, so much. But Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he said that the transcendental realm is unlimited. He said every day they can make new and new newspapers of this world. For every moment we should be able to make new newspapers of all of the transcendental message of Vaikuntha. So these people, these amazing disciples of Srila Prabhupada, those who have had such an opportunity from so young, for so many years, they have that amazing grace of their Guru Varga, that they can also share the transcendental message. And so from them we can receive and learn so much. We can receive so much Harikatha, so much of the experiences and the teachings of our Guru Varga. Let the rest of the world talk what they talk. From these devotees, we can receive so much transcendental benefit. Just like a couple little stories I might be able to tell about Srila Gurudev. Bhagavad Maharaj can tell you tons of stories about Srila Prabhupada, tons of stories about Srila Guru Govinda Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Vigyam Bharati Maharaj, one after another. So much inspiration he can give us. So we have this opportunity. Okay. We have this opportunity at every moment to actually pray to them that what inspiration your Guru Varga have given you to preach this mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Please inspire me to be able to do the same. I just looked down and I saw that Bhagavad Maharaj is sharing why I said that they couldn't say the name of Chaitanya in Africa, and he's also saying that the word Guru in Swahili meant pigs, so they had to give different words so that people didn't look upon, like Chaitanya in Sanskrit means of the heart or consciousness, but in certain places in Africa, the way that they would read it would be Shaitanya, and that translated to Satan. So they had to make a different word, Gauranga, or something else, so that the people would not misunderstand based on their own language's translation. When you put that language and that language together, sometimes you get some funny meanings or words that can be misconstrued. So this was part of their preaching, is they also had to adjust and learn the hard way. They would be chased out of places for saying, we're followers of Lord Chaitanya, and people would be like, ah! And so they would have to adjust accordingly so that they could preach the mission of Sri Sachinanda Gaura Hari. So, now we will continue. I just had to share that because yes, it's true. Those who are born in a family of devotees, we should understand also that why is someone being born in such a situation? Something has been done in a previous life. So that has given us the opportunity of being born in a family of devotees. But just being born in a family of devotees doesn't necessarily mean that we have that urgency to surrender to the lotus feet of Sri Guru. One should not be defined according to their birth. This is one of the major teachings of Shastra. Right? Not by birth. Krishna, yes, his birth is transcendental. But in Bhagavad Gita, he says, Chaturvarnyam mayashishtam guna karma vibhagasha. By one's qualities and by one's activities, then we can define someone. So many people are born in families of devotees who might actually be coming from Rakshash background. Even it is said in Shastra that Rakshashas will take birth in Kali Yuga in the families of Brahmanas. So we cannot judge according to birth, but we can see by the activities what someone does with their energy, with their time, with their life, how they surrender and submit. We can see according to one's level of bhakti, devotion. This is how someone should be seen, not by their birth or by anything else like that, where they're from, their sex, their race, or any of that kind of thing, but by their devotion. And this is the lesson, these are the lessons given in Srimad Bhagavatam. All of those devotees, from the young ones like Prahlad, 5 years old, to Draupadi, Kunti, Gajendra, elephant, so many. And of course, in all of the different forms, but it was always about the devotion. This is the most important thing. So, satam prasangam mama virya samvido, to associate with the devotees of the Lord. This is the important thing. Everything else, it's nice, but we have read in Srimad Bhagavatam that sometimes the demigods take birth in the families of devotees because the devotees are turning their eyes away from the material world toward Krishna. When we were young, everyone used to say, oh, they're like Vaikuntha children, or the demigods have taken birth. They were like demigods in their past life. And that's really easy to go to your head. It's really easy to let go to your head. Oh, you're demigods. I'm special. It's so easy for that to happen. Gurudev did not give one little hoot of a difference about whether you were born in that or not. It was about one's dedication in bhakti and to their Gurudev. This is where Gurudev gave the importance. Everything else, he was like, he didn't give much importance to that. So that's one of the reasons I appreciated him so much, because he didn't feed my ego. He didn't say, oh, you're special, you were like, you've never had onions and garlic, that kind of thing. He didn't feed my ego. It was all about developing bhakti for Krishna, and he actually saw my disqualifications. He's like, oh, you should use your energy for preaching. And then he looked at me and he kind of quizzically, he's like, oh, but you are so weak. And I was like, no, I'm strong. And I was thinking of my youth and my body, that I have strength. And he was like, we'll see. And I didn't realize at that time, until years later, I thought about it again. I was like, oh, he was looking at my heart, my own weakness, my spiritual weakness. Oh, you are so weak. Later on, I was like, oh, God. Yeah, he saw. I thought he couldn't see what was inside. He saw. So, all of these material conditions, these are not qualifications. Oh, you are demigods. Yes, demigods are waiting to take birth in the families of devotees in this Kali Yuga so that they can take advantage of the easiest process that has ever been given to award the highest perfection, that is Harinam Sankirtan.
Shastra also says that they're born to distract us because we're indebted to them and they don't want us to go without pain.
Thank you for reminding me. So, but we have debts to the demigods. Look what happened to Lord Indra when the Brajavasis decided not to pay their debt to him. The demigods thrive on the worship of the earthlings. When the earthlings worship them, then they have beautiful energy and right, their subjects are serving them, in essence paying taxes. And that's how they thrive. When someone turns away from the debts they owe to the demigods, sometimes the demigods can become a little bit upset. Even when you turn toward serving Krishna, if they become forgetful, like Indra did. He became so furious, so angry, that he decided to destroy all of the Brajabasis, that little dark Shyam boy who made them stop worshipping him, to destroy all of the cows, the entire Vrindavan, and everything. He wanted to destroy everything. He was so furious. How dare you not continue to serve me, to pump up my ego? How dare you? So Mohan, very strong anger came, and he decided, I want to destroy all of them. Of course, we know through the pastime of Govardhan Leela that Krishna completely humbled Indra. And Indra had to come back with folded hands and beg forgiveness, not only by himself, but taking shelter of who is near and dear to Krishna. That was Sudevi. Seeing his pitiful condition, how Krishna would not even look at him. Krishna was completely neglecting him. He did not even want to see his face. Indra was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? He took shelter of Sudevi. Sudevi said to Krishna, you are my son, and he is also my son. She's the mother of all cows, and all who take her milk are like her children. He's made a grave mistake. He was in ignorance. Please forgive him. So she begged on his behalf, seeing his pitiful condition. Shunya Amaraduka Vaisnava Thakur Amalage Krishna Abe Divena Prachur, petitioned profusely on his behalf. And Vaishnavira Avedane, because she is petitioning Krishna by her prayers, Krishna Doyamoy, Krishna then gave his mercy. Eheno Pamarapati Havena Sadoy. This is our hope. Our greatest treasure is to somehow be connected to a pure devotee of Krishna who will petition on our behalf, because we, I'm talking about myself now, are such nonsense persons. This is our greatest hope. Our advocate, Sri Guru, will petition Krishna on our behalf. Such a nonsense is here, but please give them your mercy. Please be merciful to this one. I have taken them under my shelter. They require your mercy. This is our greatest hope and aspiration, that Gurudev will take me under his care, or her care, according to their qualification, and they will petition Krishna profusely on our behalf. So, Srimad Bhagavatam states that these demigods, they will take birth in the families of devotees. Why? Anyone who has children knows what happens. You might be exclusively serving Guru. You might be exclusively serving Thakurji, doing so much devotional service, and then suddenly, all of your energy has to go to those children. Like all of it. Everything. Your whole life, day and night, you have become a servant. And by serving, then those demigods are now being rejuvenated. You owed something, now they're taking payment.
Or it could be their Vaishnava.
It doesn't mean everyone is like that, but it could be. Or they could have been Vaishnavas in a previous birth. And therefore they're coming into the family of Vaishnavas and receiving the opportunity to hear about Krishna from the beginning, to chant the names of Krishna, to take Mahaprasad, to serve Thakurji, to be in the association of pure devotees. And even with all of that, the only proof is in the pudding. What does someone do with the opportunities that have been presented to them? The key to success is to seize that opportunity. And I'm going to read from Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. There was a devotee who asked me a question the other day. He's probably with us today. And I shared this with him. Srila Prabhupada said, the key to your success is firm conviction combined with sincerity of purpose. This was in a letter that was written to one devotee. The key to your success is firm conviction combined with sincerity of purpose. So, it's what we do with the gifts we've been given. Everything can be given to us. Like our Srila Gurudev, he said, my mercy is flowing like the Jamuna River. But I see that so many are dying, just on the edge. They're dying of thirst because they will not drink. So the opportunity is there. What will I do with that opportunity? And that's for all of us. We always have that opportunity to reflect on that opportunity at every moment. What will I do with that opportunity? The mercy is flowing. The Srila Gurudev Maharaj, she was like, the Ganga is here! The Ganga is here! Why are you just scratching, digging so many wells, only digging 2 inches deep? You will never touch water. And why do you even need to dig a well? The Ganga is here! So we have this opportunity. But, as they say in English, you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make him drink. We must do something on our own. So bhakti consists of 2 things, as we know from Damodar Leela. This rope that Mother Yashoda was trying to tie around Krishna's belly, and thousands of ropes connected together, again and again, was always 2 fingers too short. What did those 2 fingers represent? One represented Krishna's mercy, and the other one represents the hard endeavor of the jiva, the hard endeavor of the devotee to attract that mercy. 2 fingers. So one is kripa, mercy, and the other is cheshta, endeavor. Both of them must be there. So my endeavor is there. If Krishna sees my hard endeavor, do or die, I will not stop. I will not stop. This is symbol of real greed, no matter what. Even if I have to die in the process, I will continue without cessation. Then Krishna's heart will melt, because his kripa shakti, Srila Gurudev said, is like the most powerful shakti of his. That kripa shakti will overtake, and his mercy will be bound to come. So one can attract mercy by their intense, hard endeavor. This is what is required. Also, Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta, Narayan Goswami Maharaj, when he came to, I don't think I'm going to be reading today, so we'll just close this. We were in Bath, in England, at the house, at the home of Yashodanandan Prabhu. And at that time, we went to see Srila Gurudev, but he was in a big meeting with many big people. And we also had our musical instruments with us. There was 5 or 6 of us. And so they came to the door and they said, oh, Gurudev will not be giving darshan today. He's in a big meeting, a very important meeting with so many, big devotees. So we asked, can we just go in and do bhajans? Can we just sing? And they said, yeah, sure. So we were downstairs, everyone else, Gurudev, and the meeting was upstairs. And so we were singing. But we were... Sudevi said to all of us, because we were going to sing this bhajan, Gurudev kripa karke mujhko apna lena. She said to all of us, because normally we just sing the bhajan, but she said, let's sing it in such a way, so loudly and with so much intention, that Gurudev will have to come down. So we weren't looking like just kind of Gurudev, we were like, Gurudev kripa karke. We're looking at the ceiling, calling for Gurudev to come. And halfway through the bhajan, we saw an amazing sight. Srila Gurudev was coming down the stairs, not with Maharaja or Brajana Prabhu, but by himself, which he never did when he would walk up and down the stairs. He would always hold on to one of them. This time he was holding on to the railing with 2 hands, looking at us and coming down 1 step at a time, like he needed to be with us. And he came and he sat down on the chair with us, and we continued singing this bhajan with so much gusto. And afterward, when we finished, Gurudev asked one devotee, do you know the meaning of this? Another Mohini. She's like, yes. And she closed her book. She said, Gurudev, be merciful to me. Gurudev, please accept me as your own. I have taken shelter of you. Please give me the shade of your lotus feet. And Gurudev was like, whoa, like this. He was very impressed that she was able to just tell it like that. And then we had some discussion for some time. in this place. Gurudev said, I am like a pot mender. He said, I see that so many people of this world, their hearts are like pots. And being in this material world, experiencing so much disappointment, these pots have been shattered into so many pieces again and again. He said, so I come with my shop and I will call out, anyone who has a broken pot, you should come to me and I will fix it free of charge. And then I will fill it with nectar. And then he looked at us with tears in his eyes. And he said, but no one is coming. No one is coming. And I was thinking, we're coming. But just because someone is physically present doesn't mean they're offering their heart. He said, if no one comes, then I will have to pack up my shop and go to the next village. And there I will call out. So the opportunity is there. What we do with that opportunity, that's also up to us. He's ready and willing. He will fix it and he will fill it with nectar, free, for free. We just have to present it. We have to be there. This is my condition. My heart has been shattered in this material world again and again since time without beginning, through trillions and quadrillions of lifetimes, absorbing myself in the samsara of this material world, this blazing forest fire of material existence. And now I am presenting this sad tale to you. But he just looks at it and sees, what an amazing opportunity. Let me repair that and fill it with nectar. But we must desire that. We must want that. And that desire will come by being in the association of pure devotees. By hearing the glories of Krishna. By availing ourselves of that opportunity. By not distracting ourselves by all of the mundane stuffs of this material world. By absorbing ourselves in the shelter of Sri Guru and the Vaisnavas, then they will be able to do the work that they need to do, that they want to do, because their hearts are bleeding upon seeing our suffering in this world. Paraduka duki, jiva duke sadartaya, Shri Nama prema daine. They want to fill our pot with the nectar of Krishna Nam. But then Gurudeva would say, oh, so many holes are there. You don't want to block the holes. Then I will have to go to the next place and call out. Srila Prabhupada said, it is the eternal function of the spiritual master to always come to this material world and try to help the fallen conditioned souls. And he makes a vow to the disciples at the time of initiation that I will come again and again for you until you attain perfection. But he said the disciples should not be in such a way that they force their Guru to have to keep coming again and again. We should try to take what Guru is giving seriously. Like our Gurudev said, please take my time, take my life seriously. I'm coming here for you, to help you, for your benefit. I'm fine on my own, but you need me and I'm coming here for you. Please take my time, take my life seriously. So, at the end of this conversation, Gurudev was speaking, we were all there. So many discussions were going on. And then Gurudev, as he was leaving to go back upstairs, oh, I forgot to tell one thing. Rajanath Prabhu came down at one point when we were sitting there with Srila Gurudev. And he started putting a microphone on Gurudev. And Gurudev said, oh, nothing is going on here. Go back to your big, big meetings. Nothing is going on here. Gurudev wanted to be there with the devotees who were calling out with this mood. He gave so many little instructions, and then at the end, he got up to leave, and Sudevi said to Gurudev, oh Gurudev, thank you so much for coming down. Gurudev said, I had to. You called me. So if we call to Gurudev with intention, with a prayer and with a hope, even if he's not physically present with us, he will hear that prayer and he can manifest in our hearts. Can we call out and cry out like that? One devotee recently wrote me and he said, I'm so covered with so much nonsense. I need help. I need help. Please help me. And I was thinking, what can I do? How can I help? I'm also like that. I require help as well. We can cry out together. No matter where we are, we're spread out across the world, but all of us can loudly cry together, Guru, Krishna, please help us. Krishna, please be merciful. And if we're sincere, Krishna will hear that prayer and He can send help. However, wherever, whenever, in whatever form He chooses to send that help. We just need to be ready and willing to accept it. So I always pray, because my eyes, I have mundane vision, I don't know what's what, but I pray to Krishna, please allow me to recognize that mercy when it comes into my life or in the vicinity, that I might be able to take advantage of that opportunity and make my life successful. So on that note, just going to check here. Hare Krishna. It's late now for us, 7:40. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to remember all of these beautiful pastimes of our Gurudev, and also to glorify those who surrendered their life and soul at the feet of Srila Prabhupada and so many pure Vaishnavas, and to beg for the nectar, even a drop of the nectar that they have received from those transcendental personalities, and to reflect upon all of the beautiful grace that our Gurus and our Guru Varga have given us, and to pray for the sincerity to be able to receive what they want to give us. Somehow all together crying out, Srila Guru Govinda Maharaj said, it's our tears and our sincerity of heart. This is our currency. The rest is up to Guru and Krishna. That's their business. So if we can cry with a heart full of sincerity, as much sincerity as we can muster, he said Krishna will appear before us in the form of Guru, spontaneously.
And miraculously.
And miraculously. And we will recognize, because we will see that our own heart, the Guru of our own heart, is standing in front of us, reciprocating with us. Everything that Krishna wants to tell us, He's telling us through the mouth of our Gurudev. Everything that we want to tell Krishna, we can also tell through the medium of our Gurudev, that transparent Maya medium. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Rupanaka Guru Varga ki jai, Gaura Bhaktivedanta ki jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.
Don't forget to stay for darshan.
Oh yeah.
How about you were dressed today?
And every time, I don't know how it's possible, but they're just more and more splendid. Krishna and Srimati Radhika are also thinking that about each other every time. They're like, oh, how is it possible? More and more and more beautiful every time.
Who's putting mad faces?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Out tomorrow, sorry. Shri Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Shri Gurudev ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Rupan Guru ki jai, Padipa Vishnu Jnana Guru ki jai, Prem Purushottam Shashanandana Gaur Hari ki jai. Radha Bihari ki jai, Radha ki jai, Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Hari Ram Sankirtan ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Govinda Gam Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to remember the beautiful teachings of our Srila Gurudev and our Guru Varga. Please forgive us for not singing, calling out today. I see a few requests there, so we'll make that tomorrow. Tomorrow. So that means we will meet together again tomorrow. Also, we are indebted to you all for giving us the opportunity to do our Guru Seva. We cannot repay you for that. And we look forward to seeing or to being with you all tomorrow. Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. Radhe Radhe.
Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe. Radha Vino Bihari Ju ki jai. Sachinandana Gaur Hari ki jai.
All Vaishnavas ki jai.
Jai. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.